Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So this is one of the very few times, if not the first time, that I have used my voice on this channel, and there is a very good reason why I am doing this today. I don't want to type everything out that I want to say on the computer because that would take me forever, plus this video would be like 20 minutes long. No thank you, I don't want to put all those ads in there. Yeah, no, not gonna happen. So I'm just going to talk to you guys today, and well, I think this is one of the more controversial topics that are going to be talked about in K-pop, but I think what I want to say should at least be out there in the world. So I'm going to talk about woojin leaving Stray Kids. So woojin leaving Stray Kids is a huge hit on us days. I never saw this coming. I know a lot of us didn't see this coming as well. There was no hint, no warning that this was going to happen. And so I have a theory about this, and I think a lot of you guys on Twitter have also came up with the same theory. I'm thinking that woojin was actually kicked out of the group. I don't think he was leaving the group on purpose. Maybe he was, but this is my personal theory, and I just think it makes more sense that he was actually kicked out instead of him leaving due to quote unquote personal reasons. Okay, so I'm going to go into a lot of detail about why I think this is happening. So I guess I want you guys to mentally prepare yourselves. I mean, I know a lot of us are very sensitive around this topic right now, but I just want you guys to be careful, I guess. That's not the right word, but I'm just giving you guys a lot of information. So I guess this is more of a disclaimer, and also this is my personal opinion, and so I'm not here to sit on anybody else's opinions. I'm not here to dethrone you or harm you guys. I'm just here to give my own opinion, and these are mine. They're not any, well, these are mine and somebody else's opinions that I'm also agreeing with. So I have reason to believe that woojin left Stray Kids because if you guys follow Day 6, you know that they have a former member named Junhyuk, and usually with people leaving groups, they have a goodbye statement, and there's a warning, and there's like, hey, just a heads up, we're leaving the group, and here's why, and then there's a list, and blah blah blah. But for Junhyuk, there was no official goodbye statement, nor one from JYP official, but they terminated his contract effective immediately, and apparently this was all because of some dating rumors surrounding Junhyuk. And originally the statement said he left due to personal reasons, and we were left in the dark with what was actually going on. And the same thing is happening with woojin at the moment. There was no goodbye statement. There was only one or two official statements telling us that he had left due to quote-unquote personal reasons and that his contract was terminated effective immediately. So that's a little sketchy. So in the K-pop world, you usually know that these contracts between the idols and the companies, they last about 7 to 10 years or 3 to 4 depending on the idol. And usually because of legal matters, these contracts take forever to get rid of because of the legal matters, just like I said. And woojin's contract was terminated immediately. So that means that there was obviously something going wrong, that woojin probably broke a rule and he needs to live with the consequences. And so his consequence is that his contract was terminated and that he is kicked out of the group. This is also kind of weird because after JYP announced that woojin was leaving Stray Kids, they got rid of everything relating to woojin on their website, and they pushed back their dates for the albums, and everything relating to woojin was gone. And that's really freaky, especially with the album piece, because obviously the album was supposed to be released on November 25th, but it was pushed back until December 9th, and that means that woojin was obviously on the tracks. He probably helped compose, he probably wrote some lyrics, something's going on. And he was obviously a part of that album, so now they have to probably redo that whole album to get woojin out of it. Well, at least I hope not. Maybe he was already cut out of the album, we have no idea. And so that means that they hadn't considered what might have happened with woojin. Maybe he has a dating scandal, maybe he has a drug scandal, I have no idea. But that means they weren't prepared for this at all, and so now they have to redo everything. If woojin leaving Stray Kids was actually planned, they would have had woojin stop promoting for Double Knot with Stray Kids a while ago, but since he kept promoting with them until the end, I have reason to believe that this definitely wasn't planned at all. What I find the most interesting about this whole situation is that Naver and Dispatch and some other K-pop media companies who usually are so quick to respond to these types of things and come up with all sorts of opinionated articles, they have become weirdly quiet. And that's kind of freaky. So I'm just now looking at this tweet, and it says, according to some sasaengs, woojin got kicked out and did not leave the group by himself. I don't want to jump into any conclusions, but the sasaengs are usually right. Now we are thinking of ways to get woojin back, or at least try to get JYP to explain something. Explain. Yeah, that. So I don't really know if I completely believe this, but this kind of makes sense. So I'm kind of worried that something else is going on that we don't know about. So in the moment, I'm kind of thinking that JYP must have sent out a threat or kind of like a warning to Naver and Dispatch and maybe some of the other K-pop entertainment companies, saying that if you post about this, there's going to be consequences. So like, let's say woojin ends up finding a girl or a boy. That's fine by me. He can date whoever. Let's say he starts dating someone and JYP finds out, and the company ends up emailing Dispatch and Naver and saying, like, do not post this, we will hold this against you, blah, 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 blah. They're probably blackmailing. Who knows? But I think that's what's going on. I think that's why Dispatch and Naver are so quiet. I think it's going to be a really big deal if once it ends up getting released that something's going on with woojin. Now that I've given you guys all of this information, we're all going to take a deep breath and we are going to relax. So to woojin, if he ever listens to this, I doubt he will, but I want him to know that I will always support in whatever direction he goes. I hope he stays solo. I hope he goes solo. I hope he stays with his music. I hope he continues in that journey to Stray Kids and to Stays. You guys have been very strong during this whole situation, and we're going to push through this. We're going to be okay. We can do this. We are always going to keep woojin in the back burner, keep him in our minds, not in the minds. Words, I can English. I think all of us will be very strong, and I only wish the best for all of us. We will be okay, you guys. I promise. Thank you guys for listening for this, oh my gosh, 9-minute video. I know I had a lot to say. I had a lot of information, and I just want to thank you guys for listening. Feel free to leave your own personal opinions in the comments below. Credits to this person on Twitter who posted these lovely tweets and let everyone know about this, and the person who also posted about this tweet about right here about the sasaengs. Credits to you guys. You're awesome. I like your ideas. You smart. Keep going. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you all soon. Signing off. Bye.